Do you know who the Lords in Black are, Hannah?
Behind the veil of the universe you perceive are entities both ageless and foul, and these eldritch forces are rising.
I invoke the names Pocotho, Blicklotep, Tanoi Caruxus,
Nibble-and-Ephim, and Wigog Urath.
Lex removes 5 dolls from her bag. One with a mask-like face, leaking blue goo. A purple one, with a huge eye. A yellow one, with a head like a goat. A pink one, with a mouth for a face. And a green one, with fur and tentacles. Hannah sees them, and knows who they are.
So you're telling me that there is another dimension?
There are many dimensions, Mr. President. What concerns us today is a place outside all dimensions, a swirling sea of psychic energy we call the Black and White. The current ruler of this realm is an entity we've known of for 13 years, but has only now revealed his name. Wiggly.
The doll? The doll's only part of it. What, you don't remember your catechism class? The father's the son, the son's the father. Wiggly rules on high in the Black and White, but he also is the dolls. Bet you didn't guess the Lord of Despair would be so cute and cuddly, did ya?
Rose watches the pages flip by. She sees depictions of rituals, tangled diagrams, a family tree of eldritch horrors. Miss Holloway finally settles on a page displaying the spell she needs. Beside it is the picture of an awful monster with horns and hooves and a head like a goat.
Now that's an album cover. It's fucking metal.
You don't want Tanoi Caruxus on your album. You don't want him anywhere near you. He's a bastard.
And the words will come to you. We swear we will teach you
What it means to love, what it means to obey.
The apotheosis is upon us.
You see, the Honey Festival is about more than an overblown street fair and a silly talent show. It's about ringing in the season. The season of Nibble-and-Ephim.
Outside, a nighthawk screams. A timberwolf howls. It's as if the whole forest is alive. Alive and hungry.
In Drowsy Town, we shake and move and don't upset our boss. 'Cause if we do, his eye gets red and he might just spill our guts.
Hannah tries to ignore the voices as well, until she hears one that stops her dead in her tracks and makes her blood run cold.
We just keep running into each other, don't we, Hannah?
She whirls around. Suddenly, Miss Holloway is gone, and Hannah stands alone in the center of the barren stage.
Miss Holloway! Miss Holloway!
You're my best friend. I'm not gonna let you die.
Bill! Oh God, Bill!
We just keep running into each other, don't we, Paul?
Ted tears through the paper to reveal an ornate golden cube. It has bizarre patterns crisscrossing its 6 sides.
What is it? A box?
The Bastard's Box.
Ted looks up. Jenny is gone. So are all the wedding guests. The hall is silent. Rotten food sits on abandoned plates. The fresh roses in the centerpieces have all turned black.
Now don't blink.
If you blink, you'll wake him up.
And if you wake him up, we die. Don't blink. Don't ever blink. Don't you fucking blink.
Oh, I blinked.
Yep, you woke him up.
Great, we're dead.
Oh, no.
As Spitfire marches forward, Hannah can't look away from the darkened viewing room and the presence inside.
Who are you?
death, rebirth. You'll be with us soon, Hannah.
Hello, Mr. Prezziwiz. Welcome to Drowsy Town.
It's you.
Don't be frightened. You're my bestest buddy one.
No, I've come to tell you to leave us alone.
Leave? Just before Christmas? It's going to be my birthday, you know. I wouldn't want to miss out on opening all my presents. I think I'll start with you. I'm going to cut open your belly web and deck the halls with your gutsy watsy.
Standing on the dance floor is a solitary figure. It wears a baggy, furry bodysuit. It's yellow and matted, dirty, stinking. Worst of all is its head. A motionless, demented goat mask. It has glassy, evil eyes, a slack jaw with big crooked teeth, and a flopping, wet tongue. Ted nearly falls from his seat in terror.
What?
The thing points to the box in Ted's hand.
That's where I keep all my little toys, Teddy Bear. Toys like you!
Where's Jenny?
Tick-tock, Teddy Bear. Tick-fucking-tock!
In an instant, this creature disappears from the dance floor and slams onto the table, inches from Ted's face. Dinnerware shatters beneath its hooves. The nightmare goat grabs the front of Ted's jacket and lifts him into the air. Ted stares into its dead eyes.
I'm coming for your ass, Teddy Bear!
What we're dealing with here is a collective consciousness. On one level, they are individuals, but on another, they are all appendages of a much larger organism, all connected by a central brain.
And the brain came down in the meteor?
Or it is the meteor.
Okay. Okay, and so it wants to kill us all so it can resurrect us as part of its shitty musical?
That's one way of putting it. You could also say it's uniting us in one common purpose. Think, Emma, if this entity were to spread to the entire planet, why, it could achieve what over 50,000 years of human civilization never could. World peace.
Nibley is unique amongst his brothers. For one night a year, on the eve of the Honey Festival, Niblenefim, a lord in black, may walk upon the earth, if he is given the flesh to inhabit. And when he comes, he must feast. Linda, you didn't win the competition because of that egregious song. I'm not a fan of rap music. You won because of everything else you were willing to do. We know about the dead girl in the rafters. That's why you won. You wanted it the most. You were the hungriest. Nibley is a creature of hunger, of desire, passion. That's what makes you taste so sweet to him. The sweetest woman in Hatchetfield.
That's not how it's done, sir. This is an amusement park, but not for your amusement.
This is Watcher World, Bill! Everything that happens here is for his amusement, and Blinky can't stand this contrived, sappy-dappy bullshit!
Sniglet nods with a swollen, bloody mouth. Sniglot screams.
You made Blinky cry!
Spit flies from Madame Iris's toothless scowl.
Blinky wants blood. And guts.
And he will have them, sir. He'll take them if he needs to. He's always watching. But I guess sometimes that's not enough. Goodbye, sir.
Do you know why it had to be a doll? It all boils down to belief. It's a powerful thing. You see, people don't believe in governments anymore. No matter who the masses vote for, they always get the same thing. The poor get poor, and the rich, well, they just get richer. Swamped in student debt, credit card debt, medical bills. The people have been abandoned by everything. Everything except products. That's the only comfort they have left.
Kilgore drops Ted, and the cyborg stalks around the room with a clank, clank, clank.
85 years ago, CCRP sought to unlock the power of Tanoi Coraxes, the bastard of time and space, the weaver of impossibilities, a lord in black. To control the power of Tinky is to control time and space itself. They thought the experiment a failure, but somehow you have been touched by Tinky. Perhaps the temporal rift opened in your office. You have been aborted from the flow of time. You have become a time bastard.
Hannah's in trouble, Lex. Everyone's in trouble.
In Webby's hand is the blue doll. She turns it over.
He might not be the hungriest, or the cleverest, or the trickiest, or the most sadistic. But of all my brothers, Pokey is the most uncompromising. He hates every voice that's not his own. He wants everything dead but him.
In Drowsy Town, we do our best to never ever cry. 'Cause if we do, our boss gets mad, and then we don't eat for a week.
I'm so hungry.
Only in America could Wiggly take root. Hold this. Do you think that in the Netherlands they'd give a shit about some toy? No, they're too busy enjoying their paid vacations and the free health care. You empowered Wiggly. You invited him in.
No. I did everything right. I sat at the desk. I concentrated on the time. Why didn't it work? It should be 4 hours ago. My office is supposed to be a time machine.
Not yet, Teddy Bear.
The mild-mannered man is gone. The goat costume thing, the lord in black named Tinky, now stands in the doorway.
Not yet? What do you mean, not yet?
Oh, use that pea-sized brain, Ted. The experiment happens in 2019, Einstein. That's not for another 15 years!
Oh, shit. I went back too far. My office isn't a time machine yet.
It was a one-way ticket, you dumb fuck!
No!
She rips open a shipment of brand new dolls. Blue dolls, with strange stone-like faces. She holds one and checks its tag.
Sing-along Pokey. It's a freaky little thing.
She goes to put the doll on a shelf to find that it's already full of them.
What?
Lex drops the toy in shock. She backs away and bumps into the shelf behind her. She spins and sees that all the shelves are full of Pokey dolls.
What?
Something grabs her leg. She looks down. It's the doll she dropped. Its head tilts up. Its round, empty eyes stare at her. She recoils in terror, knocking over the cardboard box. The Pokey dolls spill across the floor and start crawling toward Lex. A voice echoes from their open mouths.
Join us
She tries to run, but the dolls jump off the shelves, raining onto her, engulfing her.
Frank! Somebody help me!
She's pushed to the ground. Hundreds of dolls pin her down. One crawls onto her chest. It lurches forward, and thick blue goo spills from its mouth. It oozes from the cracks in its stone-like face. Lex tries to scream, but the blue sludge fills her mouth and eyes. Slime pours from all the dolls, filling the aisle, conjugating into a bubbling, oily stream. Lex thrashes and kicks, but still she sinks. Down, down, into the deep, dark blue. The cloaked maniacs throw Linda to the ground before the mound of corpses. They chant words in a lost language from beyond time and space. Linda watches in horror as the dead pigs writhe with terrible undulations. Some internal heat makes the pigs' eyes burst in their sockets. Their skin bubbles. Their bodies collapse. Then the flesh molds into a new shape. A creature. A furry pink nightmare. Hundreds of pig teeth coalesce at the end of its worm-like neck to form a grotesque smile. The mouth tears open, and the Lord in Black roars into the world.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Nibble-a-Nephin licks his huge lips and smiles down at his offering.
Hello, Linda.
Nibbly grabs hold of her and lifts the screaming woman to his hungry, drooling mouth.
Meow, meow.
It's you!
Hello, Hannah. Let's be pallywals. Don't you want to tickle my tumsy-wumsy?
No! Webby says you're bad! She said you tried to trick me.
Well, Webby is a stupid bitch. You could have served me willingly, but you're being a rotten little banana. I'm going to have to peel you. I'm going to split you in two. I'm going to eat you, Hannah. I'm going to eat you right the fuck up!
No!
The boy turns to Hannah. The glow fades from his mask's empty eyes. Without speaking, he tells her,
I'll take them all. I'll eat them, Hannah. I'll eat them right the fuck up.
Oh, I can't be stuck here! In 2004? I hated 2004! Oh god, I can't be stuck here!
You're not stuck here, Teddy Bear. You're stuck in here.
Pinky holds up the yellow cube from before. The one Ted had unwrapped at the wedding. The bastard's box.
It's Tinky's little toy box. Can't you hear yourself in there? Screaming and screaming and screaming!
Ted can hear himself. Ted can hear the screams of all those who had been born and lived and died, and yet had also never existed at all. The cries of the infinite and the impossible spill forth from the bastard's box as it slowly creaks open. Ted gazes inside, and his mind is shattered. All he can do is scream.
It was inevitable, inevitable, inevitable.
The apotheosis is upon!
Whatever spell that doll cast, it doesn't work on kids. And I think I know why. Mr. Houston, I know your wife died, and you're trying real hard to make up for it. But that's something you want, not your son. You think Wiggly can fix this hole, but he can't. It's a trick. That's how he works. He promises to fix all of the holes, but he doesn't. And that's why it works on adults. Because you guys have more holes, you need more things, and you need it harder. You gotta worry about your loveless marriage, or the kids that are gonna hate you, or your endless mortgage. I mean, you're like 40. You probably think your life is over. I don't. I'm gonna be an actress. Do you get what I'm saying, Mr. Houston? Wiggly is a fucking lie. And I think you know it. But I think you're scared. Because if he's not the answer, then what is?